Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to DestinationDionna, and we're doing this special lunchtime live with Dionna. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like button so I know you're here. If you're having any issues hearing me, please let me know. I have the volume all the way up. Hope we don't have any issues. So I'm just going to give it a minute. And I have some questions that I've already received in my inbox. So, excuse me. So while I wait for people to kind of come in, I'm going to go ahead and get started with some of the questions that I already have. Let's see. All right, and I'll be keeping these people anonymous. They sent me their inbox questions. So the first question is from a female. She says, I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years, and he's expressed to me that we're basically married and don't need a ring to signify our love. How do I go about expressing that that's not good enough without giving an ultimatum? This is a great question because honestly, I have gotten this question so many times. So that means it's happening very often, that people are in this predicament. And honestly, I'm going to say that once you've gotten to this point, I don't want to say it's too late, but you already didn't kind of start off the right way. It's really important to set the stage, like let a person know what your standards are in the beginning. If you're looking for marriage and that's the goal, let them know up front, like, hey, I'm not looking to just date. I want the end result to be marriage. It is perfectly fine to have that standard. And on the flip side, it's perfectly fine if you don't require marriage either. You completely need to make that decision yourself. But specifically in this situation, you guys have been together for 5 years. I feel like you should have already had this conversation. But you need to make that decision. If he's clear that he's not into marriage, you either have to be okay with that and you all have that life without that kind of legal step, or you decide that this is not the relationship for you. So that's my recommendation. You need to sit down with yourself and figure out what you want. What can you live with? What will you be okay with? And then go from there and have that conversation. All right. And hold on, I'm just scrolling through my inbox. So the second question is also from a female. And let me just make sure. Okay. All right. And let's see. All right. The second question is, I'm a believer of seeing what I get before I seal any deals. I ain't mad at that. Am I doing the wrong thing by moving in with my boyfriend before marriage? This is another really good question. I think it depends. For those of you who do not know my story, I mean, my husband and I lived together before we got engaged, married, and that was what we chose to do. However, I'm not sure I would necessarily tell other people to do that. I think you can find out a person's habits and all of that without living with them. but you have to pay attention more. You have to make sure you're spending enough consistent time with them, but you can find out those things without living with them. And let's just be honest, once you start living with somebody, there is that comfortability, there's that familiarity. It makes things more comfortable. I mean, you're already living together. I'm sure you're not really going to be living with each other and not having sex. So you're probably already doing that. That leaves not a whole lot for the actual marriage. So, I mean, you run a risk when you do that. I feel like there are ways for you to see a person's habits. I mean, you can spend the night at their house. You can spend a week at their house. You can observe how they clean. You can have conversations about chores and household duties. Everything that's going to happen within your marriage, you can certainly talk about beforehand. So you don't have to live with the person. But I mean, if that's what you feel like you need in order to like move forward and be prepared to like see the next level with that person, again, it's completely up to you. Like, make your own rules. There isn't one right way to do anything, especially within relationships. It's really up to the two people in that relationship to figure out like what is good for them. What is good for them. So, on to the next question. And I see more people are starting to check in. So, hey, everybody, say hi in the chat. Make sure you like the live stream so it shows nice engagement. If you guys have any questions, comments, things you want to talk about, make sure you type them in the chat. So on to the next question that I got in my inbox. This is actually from a male. And I love this because my channel is not only for females. Men, you are welcome as well. The guy says, I love my girl to death and we get along fine for the most part. The only dilemma I have is that my girl and my mother don't get along. And that's kind of a deal breaker to me and sort of the main thing holding me back from proposing. How do I express these concerns without causing a big argument? And what do I do if they can't reconcile? This is a loaded question. I hope y'all got y'all lunch and y'all is comfortable. This is very loaded, and I actually have, personal experience with this. So I'm a great person to talk to about this particular topic. Let me just say kudos that you guys have a pretty good relationship, and this is the only thing that you feel like is maybe an issue that you have to deal with. I think you have to have at least two conversations, one with your mom and one with your woman. The conversation with your mom needs to be along the lines of, hey, mom, I love you. You know that, you're the top to me. No woman could ever take your place. Thank her for raising you and all that she's done. But you need to let her know, like, hey, mom, I'm thinking about proposing. It's really important that you and so get along. I'm going to start to be, moving along and starting my own family. So maybe some of the things that were exclusive to you and I can't really do as much anymore. I'm going to start focusing on my family. Letting your mom know that transition is happening. Depending on how close your relationship was, she might just be having a hard time. She might feel like she's losing her son. And then with your woman, I think you just need to talk to her straight. Like, hey, I love you. You're the number one woman in my life, but my mom is important to me and she's my mom. It's really important that you guys get along. What can I do to help facilitate this? What can I do to make you feel comfortable? What are the issues you're having? And have that honest conversation. And it's important not to take anything personal. Let your spouse open up and really tell you what's going on so that you guys can get to the bottom of it together. it's important to remember that it's you two against the problem. Like, don't start going at each other, placing blame, anything like that. But you definitely need to have those two conversations. You need to let both of them know how important it is. And then once some time has went by, like, set it up, have a little family dinner and have them both there. And then talk to them both at the same time. Because really, it's you in the middle. Don't expect your mom to fix it. Don't expect your woman to fix it. Like, it has to be you. You have to step up, show that you're a man, you're starting to have a family, but you also need to show your woman that it's important that she respect your mom. Again, I dealt with this. I had awesome relationship with my mother-in-law. She's great. Love her. Wouldn't want another one. However, there was a transitional period where I think it was hard for her to, accept that her son was starting a family, and, some things about their relationship where they were really close and, confided in each other and were each other's best friend and all of that. Some of that started to change because I was in the picture and I was his best friend now, and we were starting a life. And I think on both ends, mine and hers, I think we both were a little territorial, were a little aggressive at times, and not as understanding of the changes that were occurring and how they might be for the other person. Some time went by though, we were able to apologize to each other, and now it's like that never even happened. So I'm living proof that you can kind of have those issues and still get over them and it not impact your relationship. So do that. Have those conversations. Don't shy away from it. And I have another question from a guy. Shout out to the guys watching my channel. Love it. Okay. I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years now, and she keeps hinting to me that she wants to get married. Though I am in love with her and marriage is the common goal, I'm on the fence because of her promiscuous past. Ooh, I was not ready for this, y'all. Not that I care what people think like that, but it's bothering me morally. I don't want to feel like I turned a hoe into a housewife. Is that a deal breaker? Ooh. All right. So, ladies, let me just say, this is why it's important for you to remember while you're out there having fun, you want to be somebody's wife someday. And men do think about stuff like this. They do. This is common. I'm not saying don't have no fun, but just think about it. Now, gentlemen who submitted this question, I'm just going to say, you already done made her your girl, though. So I feel like you kind of already accepted this. You made her your girlfriend. And clearly you're in love with her. You're committed to her. You're saying that you're okay with marriage. So how did you let it get this far if you had issues with her past? That seems a little dumb. Like, why even set yourself up if you had questions about her past? Honestly, my advice is like, get over it. You should have been over it. 2 years, like, it's in the past. What you gonna do? Is it one of your homeboys or somebody you're gonna see, or I don't know. Like, you should have never dated her. Or once you found out about that, you should have been like, shorty, like, you was wilding and I can't get with it. Like, I don't know. I feel like you should be over that already. And if not, you should work on getting over that. Like, don't make her feel bad about that, though. That is her past. Clearly, she either told you about it or you guys have already had a discussion. So this, like, shouldn't even be a thing. Like, I'm kind of mad at you. I don't want to discourage anybody, but I'm gonna have to tell y'all like it is. Like, why is this a thing 2 years later? You need to worry about that. You need to think about why it's still a thing for you. Like, why? Are you feeling insecure? Are you trying to compare yourself to her past? Like, what really is the hang up morally? It's bothering me morally. Are you having sex with her? Did it bother you that much? No, I'm sure it didn't, because she's your girlfriend of 2 years. So something must be good, must be going right. Sir, I'm going to need you to do a self-evaluation into why this is a problem. And then once you've done that and you realize it's your problem, get yourself together and go marry your woman. Stop it. Stop it. I can't deal. I mean, I don't know what people are expecting from me, but I'm going to definitely like be the one to keep it real with you. I don't have all the answers and I'm not perfect. I've made some mistakes along the way and still going to make some. I'm learning as I go and I just share as I learn. But y'all need to be like holding yourselves accountable. So for my people that's checking in, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like on my live stream so it shows nice engagement. What did y'all think? What did y'all think of my video? Things to do, what to do before you say I do. I tried to keep it real simple for you. You know, not a long list of things, but they're the most important things, I think. What did y'all think? I mean, am I talking to myself? I mean, I can talk to myself because I do it all the time. Like, that's how I come up with my content. I just be talking to myself like, self, would you like to hear about? Yeah, self, I would like to hear about. That's what I be doing. But it's so much funner for you guys to talk with me and tell me what you want to talk about. So yeah, I'm glad that people submitted those questions. What's going on? I see people in the live. Like, was there anything in particular you wanted me to cover today? Anything you want me to talk about? Any advice you guys need? I've already answered all the questions that I got in my inbox. So other than me just kind of ranting and raving about whatever it is I want to talk about. Oh, and today is my 6-year anniversary with my husband. Our dating anniversary. Our wedding anniversary is September 7th. And it'll be 2 years, September 7th. But today we have been together 6 years. No breaking up, no side babies, none of that. We've been together 6 years. Me and him, day in, day out, us working it out. So yeah, I'm like in a good mood. I want to celebrate my baby today. I don't know if we can get the kids to take a nap or whatever else. But yeah, man. Thank you for those of you who checked in on my live, who shared the link, who've been watching my videos. I'm so happy to report that all of my videos have at least 100 views on them. I've only had a channel for like not even 2 months yet. So I'm extremely excited about taking this journey with you guys. My road to monetization. So my goal is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That is my goal by the end of this year. So help me get to it. Whenever you think of me, go back, watch my videos, make sure you like them, leave comments, share them so your friends can hear about it so I can get the other subscribers. Be a part of my godly tribe. We are all godly, kings, queens, in God's image. So we're all godly. So y'all are part of my godly tribe. So yeah, I'm so thankful for you guys just supporting me and understanding that this is something new for me. I'm learning how to edit. I'm learning how to put together, scripted videos and make good content. So thank you so much for being patient with me. you guys send me feedback. You let me know what you like, what you don't, and I love it. So thank you so much. I'm not going to take up much of your time. I know this was like my lunchtime live. If you enjoy it and want me to do this more often, let me know. Oh, hey, got my little chat. Any anniversary ideas? Well, I say that anniversary should always be important and celebrated. So no matter what your budget is or what your like availability, like how much free time you have, like I'm working today, so I don't have the day off. But try to do something. Try to make sure you dedicate at least an hour. Like my husband just came in here and he said he has something planned for later. So I don't know what that is, but it's a little something. So I say make the day special, at least acknowledge it. Go for a run together, talk about how your past year has been. I think it's really important to kind of calibrate. Use that time, your anniversary, as a time to think about how far you've come, like how well you're doing. What are the areas of opportunity? Like talk about them when you're not upset, you're not fighting about anything. It's a happy day. You're celebrating a milestone, staying together, being in love. Talk about it. Hey, babe, this is what I love. This is what I'm happy about. This is what I've enjoyed over the past year. And you know what, hun? This is the area that I think we could spend some time dedicating to improvement. We need to work on this. And anything I tell y'all to do is exactly what I do. I would never tell you to do anything that I'm not practicing myself. So part of my evening with my husband, probably over a nice meal, will be to discuss like where we are in our relationship, where we started, how far we've come, and where we want to go. Like what's next for us. I certainly think it's always important to be growing in a relationship as well. So you can't grow if you can't assess what's going on. So yeah, I think anniversaries should be a time to calibrate and talk about it. Like talk about your relationship, but also have a good time. Like don't discuss issues like that. Like don't get into any big arguments. Try to have that day just be a day of love and togetherness. If you're into gifts, that's a great thing to do. We're not doing gifts for this dating anniversary. But for our wedding anniversary, we tend to come up with like a theme. Like one year it was we want to use words. So he like wrote me a song. I wrote him a letter. Like things like that. We'll come up with a theme. So it doesn't necessarily always mean we're spending a whole lot of money. But we will talk about like, okay, what's our focus? And this year it's probably going to be like our crafts. I'm focusing on building this YouTube channel. My husband is really focused on his music and excuse me, taking that to the next level. So I don't know, we probably will buy each other things that support that. And I'm just talking because we haven't decided yet. I know it's like right around the corner, but we be so on the fly with it. And I don't know if that's not always the best thing, like when you're thinking about future, but as far as like keeping things exciting and romantic, I think it helps us to do that. Like we still feel like we're dating, clearly married, clearly like committed to each other, clearly deeper than dating. But I mean, like the aspect of keeping it fun and still learning about each other, that is still very much alive in our relationship. And I'm extremely thankful for that because even when we have rough patches and we're working through difficulties, we can still get back to that point that we like just enjoy each other. It's just fun. We just laugh. Like I just like you. You know what I mean? Like as a person, and that can really, really help. Any other questions from you guys? Any other like topics that you want to talk about? If you missed the beginning of the live, I answered 4 questions from some supporters that had inboxed me specific scenarios they were dealing with. So I'm not going to rehash those, but you guys, these are my kids. This is Shelby. This is Sire.
And this is Mommy.
and this is Mommy.
And
they know who I am.
Yeah, you're the mommy.
Yeah, I'm the mommy. I'm doing my YouTube channel right now.
The YouTube channel?
Yes, I am.
Look at me. I'm sailing like a sailing boat.
Like a sailing boat. Okay. Can you let me finish up my video, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Go back there with Daddy.
You just want to take me a picture.
No, I'll take you a picture after I'm done. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. No, don't touch my stuff. Go ahead. And take your brother with... No. Go ask Daddy for one. Ask Daddy for a fruit snack. Sorry about the interruption, guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you take your brother? Sire, go Shelby. Come on. Thank you. Bye, son. Thanks, son. Bye. All right. Sorry, guys. And thank goodness I put on pants. I had no intention of standing up, and you all seeing my bottom half. But anyway, when you're a mom, you work from home, that's what can happen. Your kids will barge in at any time. So yeah, I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. Thank you for those of you that tuned in, sent me questions, typed in the live chat. I really appreciate you supporting me on this journey. I'm just getting started, and you are going to be able to say, man, I was following her in the beginning when she didn't know how to edit and she was doing lives and there was only a couple people in it. I was following her then, and then bam, she got 1 million followers. She's an influencer. She's booked and busy. Yes, that's my road. That's my path. That's where I'm going. And I want you all to come with me. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to my lunchtime live. I'm sure I'll try this again. Maybe I'll pick another day. Quite a few people told me that Mondays are kind of hard. So I might pick like a Wednesday, middle of the week, something like that. But thank you so much for your support. Make sure you like, leave a comment, share the link so other people can watch it back. All right, have a great day. Be godly.